So, what's for dessert, Lauren Toyota of Hot for Food?
Vegan-friendly Millionaire Shortbread. Today I'm going to show you how to make a vegan Millionaire Shortbread. It is the perfect, easy, and delectable treat to cap off your holiday feast. And sometimes it's called caramel shortbread or a caramel square. And then somewhere along the way it got coined Millionaire Shortbread because of how rich it is. It has 3 luscious layers. On the bottom it's got a shortbread crust, then a gooey caramel filling, and a salted chocolate topping. Now the recipe comes together pretty quickly, and then there's a big payoff when you finally bite into it. So to start, we are going to preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. For this recipe, you're going to use an 8x8 square metal baking pan, and to prepare it, all you need to do is cut 2 pieces of parchment paper that are 8 inches wide, and then you'll crisscross them in the pan like this, and you'll have some overhang on all sides. This is going to help you lift out the squares when they're set. So in a large mixing bowl, you're going to combine 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of packed light brown sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. You can just combine this with your hand, and you might need to break up some of the brown sugar. To make shortbread, of course, you need butter, but I'll be using vegan butter, which is something that's very common nowadays. You'll find it at pretty much all grocery stores. It comes in stick form like I have here, or even tub form, but you have to make sure that it says the word butter on it. Margarine is actually an entirely different product as it's soft and spreadable. But to get the right texture of shortbread, you need butter that is cold and hard. Now, if it's your preference, you could even use regular butter here. So it's 1/3 cup of butter, and you're going to cube it into small pieces. Then you'll use your fingers to kind of pinch the cold butter into the flour mixture until it's really well combined and you have kind of a damp and crumbly mixture like this. The vegan butter that I use is actually already salted, and most products at the grocery store are, so just keep that in mind when you're looking for something. But I do find I still have to add just a little bit of salt to my dessert recipes to make them taste perfect. So now you'll pour this into your pan and press it into an even, compact layer. Then you'll take fork prongs and just poke holes all along the surface like this. Okay, now this is gonna go in the oven for about 12 minutes until the edges are just turning golden brown. Then you'll take it out and let it cool completely on a wire rack. To make the vegan caramel, we're gonna put everything in a saucepan here at the stove. And to start, we're gonna put 1 cup of canned coconut cream in here. When you open the can, you should only scoop out the thick cream like this and leave any of the water or the milk at the bottom. You can either use cans of coconut cream or cans of full-fat coconut milk, but you might have to buy a few cans depending on how much cream is in each can. We're also gonna add 1/2 cup of vegan butter, 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar, and 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And then heat this up over medium-high heat, and you're only gonna stir it until everything is melted and well combined. Then stop stirring and push the sides, clean the sides down like this, and then you'll attach a candy thermometer. So we're heating this to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. It's gonna take about 14 minutes to get to the right temperature. It will look like it's holding at 220 for most of the time, and in the last minute, it will spike and go to 230, 235, and that's where you're gonna wanna turn off the heat and whisk it until it's really smooth. Now we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So now you'll just wanna whisk this all together and keep whisking for about 5 minutes to cool it down. It'll also thicken slightly, and it'll still be warm and pourable when you pour it over top of the shortbread crust. Even it out and spread it out to all corners with a spatula, and then refrigerate this for about 15 minutes to set it. You do want to chill the bars at this stage so that when we pour the chocolate ganache topping on next, you'll get a distinct layer of chocolate and it won't mix with the caramel. To make the chocolate ganache, you're going to put 1 cup of chocolate chips or chopped baking chocolate into a heat-safe glass bowl, along with 1/3 cup of coconut cream, and then set the bowl over a saucepan with a little bit of boiling water in it, but the water should not touch the bottom of the bowl. Allow this to melt for a few minutes until it's well combined and totally smooth. Once it's completely melted, remove the bowl from the heat and then pour this over top of the caramel layer and use an offset spatula to get it into a smooth, even layer. So to finish it off, you're gonna sprinkle Maldon flaked salt on top. Now this has to set in the fridge for at least 2 hours. So this is the set and finished Millionaire Shortbread. What you wanna do is lift out the big slab onto a cutting board and cut these into squares. You can do 9 large squares, or you can cut those in half into smaller, more kind of 2-bite pieces. There you have it, vegan-friendly Millionaire Shortbread. Oh my God. I hope you bake up these treats and make the best of your holiday season.